This is WWE's Jerry the King Lawler, and Mountain Empire, this is your wrestling.
It's that time again for the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour. Hello everybody, it's your old friend here, Handsome Bo James. Some people like to call me the King of Kingsport, and we've got a lot to get to here today. Last week we showed you all kinds of happenings with Eric Darkstorm and Kyle Matthews and Dr. Tom Prichard. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this Saturday night in Elizabethton, Tennessee. That's Saturday, November 17th, right there. VFW Hall West, Elk Avenue, across from Grindstep in Elizabethton. Big night. Ticket prices have been lowered. It's the Toys for Tots drive. Bring toys out. Please bring an unwrapped toy for a boy or girl for the United States Marine Corps. Toys for Tots. This is our 21st year in helping out the United States Marine Corps in their Toys for Tots, and so proud to do it. And we couldn't do it without the great people that support Southern States Wrestling, like you right there watching us right now. Whether you're home, whether you're online, wherever you may be around the world watching us, thank you for tuning in. Now, last week we saw two incidents with Dr. Tom Prichard and the Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion and Eric Darkstorm. We saw Kyle Matthews and what's been going on with him and Eric Darkstorm. In a couple weeks, we're going to show you one of the dangest fights I ever seen in my life, when Eric Darkstorm and Kyle Matthews got into a fight after the last wrestling event in Mount Carmel. It took every wrestler in the building, some fans, and a whole lot of other people to get involved to get them pulled apart. Now, what I want to do right now, only fair that we showed Kyle Matthews in action last week, I want to show the Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Eric Darkstorm in action right here today. And Eric, I know you're watching in Huntington, West Virginia. I know this video's been sent to you already, but I want you to pay special attention, because right after Eric Darkstorm's in action, you're going to hear from a wrestling legend in this part of the world. I'm talking about Dr. Tom Prichard, and he's got some special words for our heavyweight champion.
All right, folks, we're taking a look at Eric Darkstorm right here on this edition of the Power Half Hour, in the ring against another newcomer to the area in Robbie Reckless. So this should be an outstanding contest here. We've heard some words from Eric Darkstorm over the last couple of weeks here on the Power Half Hour. Says, hey, I've got Kyle Matthews in my sight. I don't really know that I want to get back in the ring with him and waste my time. But nonetheless, that match has been signed, and folks, you're going to see that right here on the Power Half Hour in the weeks to come. So make sure you stay tuned and find out about that coming up here a little bit later on. Also, don't forget to stay tuned to the Power Half Hour, because you're going to find out about some live events that's going to be coming around the Mountain Empire and all around East Tennessee, where you can see some of the great stars of the SSW Power Half Hour live in your area. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Eric Darkstorm brings in a very impressive resume. He's held championships all across the country. He's been looked at from talent scouts from every major promotion, and he's right here on the Power Half Hour for your viewing pleasure in the ring against Robbie Reckless. And Reckless, a little bit smaller in stature than Eric Darkstorm is, but don't think that makes any difference in a contest like this, because each one of them pretty much balance each other out on the quickness, that's for sure.
Absolutely right, Michael Sutherland. Good points as always here, as Eric Darkstorm dropping down right there. Robbie Reckless up and over his man. Oh, big shoulder block there by Robbie Reckless, as Darkstorm here, maybe a little look of frustration perhaps on his face, as perhaps he wasn't expecting that from Robbie Reckless. But they're squared off once again. Oh, went for a collared elbow, but Darkstorm now roughhousing a little bit in there. Caught his man with a knee, followed up with a big forearm smash, and now a hard chop over in the corner, as Darkstorm controlling his man tight into the top turnbuckle there. Oh, and laying him in. Laying in some knife-edge chops, Michael Sutherland. These guys are, oh, they've come to fight tonight. Oh, and Reckless right there. Good thing he ducked under that first one, because it would have took his head off if he hadn't. And Reckless now returning fire with some of those chops of his own, as Reckless now went for an Irish whip. Darkstorm reverses and caught his man right there, about took his head off, Mike Sutherland.
Absolutely, he took him down with a devastating maneuver right there and only garnered a 2 count. But Reckless maybe have a little bit more in the tank than Darkstorm thinks, but nonetheless, he's got him down on the canvas in a reverse chin lock there, and well, he rolled out of that very quickly. Got that arm barred up behind the back and putting some pressure on that elbow and maybe the wrist a little bit. You say they was trading chops back and forth, got a fireman's carry there and took him straight down, got him in an arm bar. Trading chops back and forth, and like I said, the speed factor I think is going to be about the same. Darkstorm has got a little bit of a height and weight advantage over Reckless, but I don't know that that's going to factor in and play any type of a part in this match, because both these guys are gung-ho about a victory right here on the Power Half Hour. Slipped out of that, and man, they're just doing some chain wrestling. It is back and forth and almost hard for us to call right here at the broadcast desk at the Mount Carmel Armed Forces Center. Folks, anytime you see Southern States Wrestling on the marquee, make sure you get out to the live events, because you're going to have a great family-oriented event to take everybody to. And make sure you check us out on Facebook, Joe Wheeler. I know you're on there. I am too. Southern States Wrestling. Type it in the search engine. Click our like button. You're going to get all of our feeds and statuses. Find out about some late-breaking news in the world of SSW, sometimes maybe before we do.
Yeah. Well, that's the truth there, is things are always happening fast and furious in Southern States Wrestling, as they are in the ring in this contest here. And Facebook, man, it's a great way to keep in touch with us, no doubt about it. Plus, you can watch the Power Half Hour on there anytime, day or night, 24/7, whenever you feel like it. Plus, you can archive and go back and watch previous episodes of some of the tremendous action and the legends that comes through Southern States Wrestling. And I have a great time sometimes just going back and watching some of the previous episodes, some of the tremendous matches that we have had here in Southern States Wrestling over the 20-plus years. As Robbie right there went up and over his man, got Darkstorm down, rolled him over, got a 2 count right there. Referee Mark Foley checking in, and Darkstorm, a head of steam right there, just took his head off practically with that clothesline. In for a cover and got a 2 count only, but Darkstorm right back on his man, Mike Sutherland.
Good Lord, that clothesline, as you said, was devastating, and you could have dislocated some vertebrae if you can do that back there, because, man, he took him straight down. It was, wow, high impact, that's for sure. And he's working on that neck. Darkstorm certainly got his man exactly where he wants him. Folks, coming up here in just a little bit, we're going to see the SSW Tag Team Championship defended as Ray Idle and Steve Flynn put the belts on the line against the Niagara Tag Team Champions in the T-Rex Express. So it should be something to behold.
Robbie Ray's coming across right there, got caught recklessly coming in that corner. Oh, but man, he got that drop kick up right on the button there. Eric Darkstorm is in trouble, and Reckless again with a well-placed drop kick. Referee's in and got a 2 count only on it once again. But Robbie Reckless right there showed a couple of great drop kicks, but walked right into that corner. Eric Darkstorm took that momentum, dropped him right into that second rope. Takes his man Irish whip across now. Darkstorm coming in. Oh, and caught him with a Sabat-style martial arts kick. Rolls him up, and he got him.
Put him down for the 1-2-3. Impressive victory from Eric Darkstorm.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dr. Tom Prichard. And make no mistake about it, Eric Darkstorm, after 30-plus years in this sport, I hear a lot of things. I hear a lot of rumors and remarks that you've made lately about me being a has-been, a washed-up old man that's never done anything in his career. Let me explain something to you. I've trained some of the best in professional wrestling, from The Rock, Mark Henry, Christian Edge, all the way to Sheamus, Wade Barrett. Anybody in the last 16 years that's done anything in their career in professional wrestling, I had something to do with. I was instrumental in helping them. And on November 23rd, the day after Thanksgiving in Kingsport, Tennessee at the Armory, I want to challenge you right now. I've already gone to the Southern States matchmakers and I've asked them, I've signed an open contract to wrestle you for your Southern States Championship, Eric Darkstorm. I want to prove to you that this washed up, nothing happening old man will teach you a lesson you never forgot. You see, you can talk about all the things you've done and all the things you're going to do, but after 30 years, I think I've pretty much learned how to take care of myself, kid. So, talk you talk, but can you walk the walk? On November 23rd, Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, don't eat too much. Come and fight me, if you can.
Imperial Healthcare welcomes you to our new location, 645 East Main Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. New patients welcome now. Call 423-734-2318 or 782-0893 to make an appointment with our friendly and qualified staff. Imperial Healthcare of Kingsport, Tennessee. Simple and sincere. Dr. V.J. Singh, M.D. Tell them you heard about them on Southern States Wrestling.
Fans of the Mountain Empire, if you're looking for a great and exciting new way to bring funds into your nonprofit, the way to do it is with a great wrestling card of Southern States Wrestling. We're going to give you the money the night that we collect it right there in your hometown. That way you don't have to wait weeks and weeks on the proceeds to come in. Joe Wheeler, it's a great way to raise funds.
No doubt about that, Michael Sutherland. Great way to get a bunch of folks together, have a good time, enjoy a fun-filled family night with Southern States Wrestling. Wrestling action that you can bring the 5-year-old children right on up to the 88-year-old grandmothers too, because it's family-friendly, family fun, as only Southern States Wrestling can do. If you own a business in the Tri-Cities, we do have advertising space available right here on the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour, seen on the CW Tri-Cities 4 and across the world on Facebook and Blip TV. Contact us at the address on your screen, sswking@aol.com, for more information.
SSW Fundraising Events, we're going to meet your needs.
There you saw once again where you can see the stars of Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour in a town near you. Please remember this. Between now and December 10th, anywhere that you see any star of Southern States Wrestling, you can give them a brand new toy for a boy or girl, and we'll make sure it gets to the United States Marine Corps. We'll make sure we make a young boy or girl happy on Christmas Day, because we want everybody to have a present underneath that tree. United States Marine Corps Toys for Tots, our 21st year of helping out, and we're so proud to do it. And we can't do it without the great people right there watching us each and every week, without the people that come to the matches. I want to bring you up to date now on some news that's happening. We've talked about Eric Darkstorm, the Southern States Heavyweight Champion. Last week you heard from DeAndre Jackson, the new Tennessee Heavyweight Champion. Going to hear from him shortly again here in a few minutes about his big match at the Thanksgiving Extravaganza. But I want to talk about the new Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions and Mr. Destruction, Frank the Tank Parker, and Scott Starling, and their manager James McHone. Steve Flynn and Ray Idle won a big, huge tag team tournament back in June, wore those belts proudly, defending them against all comers. Steve Flynn was injured at the hands of the Big Business Army. He was unable to compete to defend those titles the last time in Mount Carmel against Frank Parker and Scott Starling. Ray Idle said, "I'm not going to forfeit, I'm just going to get in the ring and I'm going to go at both of them by myself." It turned into a huge mess. Jake Booth, the referee, ended up punching James McHone. All kinds of stuff happened. Referee Chris Gilman, he got knocked down. It was a huge mess. But Hooker Crook, James McHone, and the Big Business Army left the heavyweight tag team champions of Southern States Wrestling. Now, James McHone later in the night came back out after we had a huge fight I told you about last week. After the matches were over, Kyle Matthews, Eric Darkstorm had a tremendous knockdown, drag-out fight that went all over the building. Fans tried to help pull it apart. The wrestlers tried to help pull it apart. Things got out of control. It took us several minutes to stop it. Once we finally stopped it and got the men back in their respective dressing rooms, out comes the Big Business Army and jump on Jake Booth. They did a number on Jake, and it's no secret that he's my nephew. It's no secret that he's a third generation of my family in this profession. It's no secret that you, James McHone, blame him for every one of your defeats over the last 4 or 5 years here in Southern States Wrestling. What I want to do is I want to go back and I want to take a look at a few things that James McHone blames on Jake Booth. And I also want to show you what happened a year ago Thanksgiving when James McHone and Jake Booth had their first altercation. Then we're going to show you what happened after the fight in Mount Carmel. Then we're going to hear words from James McHone. And then I'm going to come back and tell you something very special, McHone.
1, 2, oh, and Parker barely got that shoulder up. And now McHone is up on the apron. McHone's about to enter the cage here. Frank Parker's coming back up to a vertical base. James McHone's digging in his pocket for something. Ray Idle just caught Frank Parker again. McHone. Oh! Jake Booth! Jake Booth took McHone down!
What in the world?
But Scott Sterling's here! Scott Sterling's come in. He's got his shoe, and he just drove it right into the back of Ray Idle's head. Scott Sterling's turned this thing around now as McHone's got hold of Jake. Jake hasn't seen any of this. As Sterling exits the cage, Jake, no, don't count that. He doesn't know.
Catches a boot right to the midsection and a big right hand, and there goes. Well, Jake Booth, I'm going to tell you, he took 310 pounds right across the face right there. Here comes the equalizer crunch. I don't know.
Oh, Garvin got him. Oh, here comes
Garvin.
Oh, yeah.
Down goes Scott Sterling as well. Well, that didn't work. Can't wait for this.
I hope Bo cleans his clock.
I'm going to sit back and watch this, Joe.
He's got him. Yeah, here we go. Bo James now opening up on James McHone. Series of hard shots. There's the right hand. As Roddy Garvin is taking care of business outside on the floor, he's got Crunch and Scott Sterling down as Bo is just laying him in on James McHone. Series.
Bo has been waiting on this for months and maybe a couple of years, and to be honest with you, so have I. I think this is absolutely wonderful. Hello, James McHone. He got it rolled up in a schoolboy. 1, 2, and we got a new champion. We've got a new Southern States Wrestling heavyweight champion in the King of Kingsport, handsome Bo James.
Get him, Jake.
Thanks again for coming out tonight, folks. Be sure to join us on the 15th at Elizabeth and, of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas night, right back here in Mount Carmel. Hello, wrestling fans. Joe Wheeler here for Southern States Wrestling, along with Big Business James McHone. And as much as I hate to say it, I guess congratulations.
Congratulations are in order. The Southern States Tag Team Championships are right back where I said they'd be. Steve Flynn is out of the picture. He's done. Out of action. Ray Idle, once again, I take gold away from you because that's what I do. Frank Parker, Scott Sterling, the better halves of the two best tag teams ever in Southern States Wrestling. Now they are the best tag team in Southern States. There are not two men alive that can beat this team. And one last thing. Jake Booth, you ever lay your hands on me again. So help me, Jake Booth, you will get hurt. Big business style.
There you hear it from the leader of the Big Business Army, James McHone.
All right.
We didn't have the videotape of the tag team title changing and how Jake knocked James down that night either, but you saw what James McHone and his Big Business Army did, 3-on-1 jumping on a referee. Steve Flynn, my family member, is hurt. He's out of action. Don't know how long he's going to be out. So I knew what I had to do, and that's step up and take Steve's place coming up November 23rd right there, Mount Carmel, Tennessee. And I'm going to be proud to stand right beside Ray Idle, the powerhouse, who has no whatsoever love lost for you, James McHone, or Frank Parker, or Scott Sterling. You guys have did a lot of things to him in the last 3 or 4 years also. But one way or another, Ray Idle has promised me, and I'm promising him, we're going to beat you, James McHone. We're going to beat you, Frank Parker. We're going to beat you, Scott Sterling, because when we do, right there Friday night, November 23rd, whether it's a pinfall, whether it's a count out, whether it's a disqualification, whatever it takes, we're going to beat the Big Business Army, because as soon as we do, You, James McHone, have to climb through those ropes and look across the ring, and you're going to have a match of your own against my nephew, Jake Booth. And he's not coming in that ring as the referee, Jake Booth. He's coming in that ring as a young man that's been training hard for several weeks and months now. KC Thunder's been helping him. Steve Flynn's helped him. I've helped him. Ray Idle's helped him. Dr. Tom Prichard's helped him. He's more than ready to take that next step to be a professional wrestler. James McHone, you're going to have to be the first one to feel his wrath as Jake Booth is coming for you, McHone, November 23rd, Mount Carmel, Tennessee, right here next week. Myself, Ray Idle, and Jake Booth are going to have some special words for you in the Big Business Army. Now, let's talk about a whole lot more that's happening that night. Tennessee heavyweight title, DeAndre Jackson signed to battle Chris Graves last time in Mount Carmel. We saw the return of Jay Shaft as he got involved, and it didn't work out for his old tag team partner, Chris Graves, that night as he helped DeAndre Jackson score a pinfall. A match has been signed, rematch, DeAndre Jackson, Chris Graves. This time no disqualification. Any outside interference, that's all right. They both made it legal. Let's go to Joe Wheeler's. He has some special words with your new Tennessee heavyweight champion, DeAndre Jackson.
Wrestling fans, you don't want to miss it. Thanksgiving night, Mount Carmel at the Armed Forces Center. DeAndre Jackson here, Tennessee champion, will be defending his title against Chris Graves, one half of the former team known as the Rock Stars from Outer Space. Stiff challenge coming up for you on Thanksgiving night.
See, round one was a big test for me. It opened my eyes so that I have a target on my back. Ever since I got this right here around my waist, I have a target, and I have to defend at all costs. Chris Graves, you're a great athlete, and I respect you, but I promise that I will be the better man on Thanksgiving night. No interferences. Nobody coming to your aid or my aid. Mano a mano. And we're going to step in there. It's going to be a stiff fight. And I'm going to show you that I am the Tennessee title champion. And you will see that I'm one of the greatest coming up in the sport today.
There you have it, fans. Be sure to join us Thanksgiving night, Mount Carmel.
Imperial Healthcare welcomes you to our new location, 645 East Main Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. New patients welcome now. Call 423-734-2318 or 782-0893 to make an appointment with our friendly and qualified staff. Imperial Healthcare of Kingsport, Tennessee. Simple and sincere. Dr. V.J. Singh, M.D. Tell them you heard about them on Southern States Wrestling.
With the economy changing almost daily and not always for the best, let Hassie'sKitchenTable.com keep your food budget under control. Leave the work up to us as we find inexpensive recipes, cooking, and shopping tips. You will soon have all the tips, ideas, recipes you need to feed your family well on a budget and have fun while doing it.
Second rope, and Prichard follows him out. And the Alabama heavyweight champion saying, all right, fella, you wanted a street fight, you got it. Anything goes and will go. You didn't cave in those ribs. They got to be close to it. Ooh. You're going to hear that one all the way across the Coliseum. We are coming to you direct from the Fairgrounds Coliseum in downtown Birmingham, Atlanta, the gateway to the South. Well, there you see her. And right now, she has to be pretty concerned about her man because the challenger is in trouble.
Indeed he is. Into the ring goes the dirty white boy. Good back body drop. These two, a lot of bad blood between them. And as you said, that third element outside the ring, the dirty white girl, I must say, watching her act.
Just checking my email here from Mac McMurray, the matchmaker, one of the matchmakers of Southern States Wrestling. He said he got a phone call left on his voicemail earlier today from you, James McHone, and he said because of your actions and your profanity-laced language that you yelled and screamed at him about being put in the ring on the Thanksgiving extravaganza Friday night, November 23rd, that he's going to add a special stipulation to your match against Jake Booth. And in fact, he doesn't want me to tell it right here on the Power Half Hour. He wants me to have the ring announcers to announce it this Saturday night in Elizabethton, Tennessee at the VFW Hall right there on West Elk Avenue, because he wants the video cameras there to see your face, James McHone. He wants them to see your face when you get told this special stipulation. We're going to tell everybody that's there. This Saturday night, November 17th, 8 p.m., VFW Hall, West Elk Avenue in Elizabethton, right across from Grindstaff. Please, if you're planning on coming out, many of you have emailed us and told us on Facebook that you're coming, please bring an unwrapped toy for a boy or girl. Let's try to make every kid that we can make happy on Christmas morning as we give them to the United States Marine Corps and they distribute them out throughout the Mountain Empire as part of the Toys for Tots. It's a wonderful charitable event. We love doing it every year, and between now and December 10th, we'll be accepting any toys. Anywhere you see us out on the street, just come up and give it to us. See us at the wrestling matches, no matter where we may be. Come and give us a toy. We're going to make sure that it's underneath a tree for a young boy or girl come Christmas morning. Now, let's not forget about Thanksgiving. It's always thankful. It's always a great time to thank the Lord for everything He's given you. And you can look at this wall and all these memories I have here in my office here, and you can look at all the videos and DVDs that I sell and all the great memories I have in my own career, and I'm so thankful to get to live my childhood dreams, to get to make a living at it, and get to travel the United States. And, you know, just here in the month of December, we're going to be going all around. We're going to be in North Carolina. We're going to be in Georgia, all across East Tennessee. We got some West Virginia dates coming back up. I'm so thankful to get to travel these Appalachian Mountains and see my folks and see my kind of people. I'm so thankful for being a professional wrestler. And without you watching at home, without you buying tickets, come watch live, it would never happen. It would never take place. So I'm thankful for each and every one of you, as every wrestler in Southern States Wrestling is. We're going to give thanks on Thanksgiving night. Then the very next night, the extravaganza, Black Friday. Friday, November 23rd, that happens to be mine and Misty's wedding anniversary also. So it's a special night. Thanksgiving over the years has been a great night for me. I've been married. I've won championships. It's been a bad night for me too, because I've had my head shaved on Thanksgiving. I've been tarred and feathered on Thanksgiving. So I know both sides of the story there. All the stars are coming out the 23rd of November. They're going to give it 110% because this is an event of the year. This is an event we all look forward to. This is something special. We're going to be collecting toys that night also. Dr. Tom Prichard comes after Eric Darkstorm. Darkstorm, you may have bit off a lot more than you think you can chew here, buddy, because I know you're in trouble. James McHone, you big business army, we're coming after you. I hope this is the final time that I ever have to step in the ring or see any of you. Chris Graves goes after the Tennessee heavyweight title. Misty James defends the ladies title. A lot of stars returning. It's a big night. Friday night, November 23rd, Armory, Mount Carmel, Tennessee, 1 mile west of Kingsport, right there on 11W Stone Drive. Hope to see each and every one of you there. Don't forget about this Saturday, November 23rd, 8 o'clock, VFW Hall, Elizabethton, Tennessee. God bless each and every one of you. Be thankful for what you got, because we're thankful for you.